happened to me. He was sexually abusive. He was a cheater. He threatened me a lot. And I discovered that he had been cheating, which I should have known. Like, the whole hype of the people we were hanging around was, oh, get your get back, da 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 da. And his friend took me into the very back seat.
This is Too Transparent Tasha. Thank y'all for coming back. My second interviewee is here. And we are going to go ahead and proceed on with our interview. She has done the 10 minutes one, and she would definitely be getting her reward just for allowing me to interview her. So, how you doing? How's everything?
Hi, I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate your patience. I know it's been a minute, probably about a week or so change since we had last reconnected. And of course, that's my baby girl. Okay, baby, go back over there, honey. So, are you allowed for me to tell you your age or no?
Yes.
Okay, great. Because my interviewee, is your name going to be also anonymous or?
My name's fine. It's fine.
All right, perfect. So let's state your name.
I'm Alanya. I'm 18 years old.
Sweet. Okay. And we already do have you as, like I told everybody, anonymous, so you won't know how she looks like, but you can see a favorite picture of hers. That is, of course, not her, but you know it's her voice, so you know if someone's on the other side. Anyways, actually, we have a 10-minute interview going on, and we're going to make it nice and quick. We already did our greeting. So you are one of my youngest, so that means technically you are in, you could say, the adult world. So I'm going to just go ahead and start, I guess, maybe from the beginning. Let's see. Tell me about your upbringing. How was it before you came to the person that you are now?
It was really rough. It's hard to explain it without going into much detail. I moved out of my mom's when I was 15.
Oh.
And kind of house hopped for a couple years.
Wow.
And yeah.
So I'm guessing, is it because it wasn't much of a good relationship with your mom and yourself at the moment, or
It was a very rough relationship.
Jeez. Okay. Anything with dad or any stepfathers at all?
My dad actually came back into my life shortly after I moved out of my mom's.
Okay.
And actually got out of prison on my 16th birthday.
Oh, so
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you're just now knowing your father from maybe, I'm guessing, as far as knowing him more, maybe after 16 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That can be tough. Understandable. Wow. Okay. So you probably have maybe a little bit more of a connection or relationship with your father than with your mother?
Yeah, as of now.
Okay. So understand. Wow. It goes like that with a lot of not just our youth, but I guess with everyone that has a story. And it's kind of, I don't want to say rare, but it is a little bit of a unique type of situation when the daughters have a more of a connection with the fathers. Not saying they don't never have one, but it's usually like, that's my mom, she's like my best friend. But in this case, that can have a lot to do with, what you've probably been through in your pretty much your other years after you became 16. Now, I don't know how that looked as far as not going too deep into details. Did you see how your mom's relationships were before you moved on out on your way?
With like other men?
Yes.
Funnily enough, as she was just the type of person, she just went for older and older, for more money to provide for her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she sounds like she was one of the person that maybe was like a user, like someone I enabled, or she's enabling them, or for them to not use her, but she was using them per se. Yeah. It sounds like. So probably not much of I'm doing this for love, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that can have a lot to do with everything. Okay. So you've seen your fair share of how she dealt with her stuff. When did you have your first crush?
Honestly, I think, my first crush was probably just as a little however old I was, in like third or fourth grade. This little crush on this little boy in the class and something, and but I didn't know what actual crush was. I just was like, hey, this guy's funny. He's my friend. I like him.
Third time, yeah, third grade, second grade. I think it was the same for me. I can't remember, but it was in elementary school years. So now, as a grown woman, pretty much, because you are now considered an adult. What was, if you had any, like, I don't want to say genuine, maybe I should say genuine startup relationship. Did you have any like boyfriends, or I don't know if you're still in the dating scene, like how is that working for you now?
I would say my current relationship is the first one that's actually genuine. The first person who I thought I loved, I don't think, looking back at it now, I don't think I actually loved him. It changed my whole view on relationships, love, dating. I almost refused to go back into dating after him.
Wow.
But
let me ask, what made it seem like you can't go back in dating after what happened? Is this the part where he's the one that created the infidelity, or was it maybe something on your part? Like, help me with that.
We both took part in infidelity.
Okay.
I did it as a form. The way, when it happened to me, he was sexually abusive. He was a cheater. He threatened me a lot. And we were only 15.
Right.
And when I discovered that he had been cheating, which I should have known, but I was 15 and kind of stupid. But
I get it. I understand.
And
right.
And I wasn't that kind of person. But the night that I ended up doing it back, it was actually, I had been with my friend that I used to live with, and we had gone to this little event, and there was a guy there that she knew that she had been messing around with, and me and her were both pretty intoxicated at this event.
Right.
And she told our ride that we had originally had not to come pick us up because she wanted the guy that she was messing around with to take us to ride back.
Correct.
Instead of another person. And that guy had a friend, and she told me that I should get on that or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm not that kind of person.
Right.
And she then proceeded to text the guy anyway and tell him that I wanted that, or to try to get on to me or whatever. And I was upset with her for a while about that, but I don't hold it against her now because I know she was just as intoxicated as I was, and she apologized for it. But when we got into the guy's car, she got in the passenger seat next to the guy she was messing with was driving, and his friend took me into the very back seat. I was clearly intoxicated.
Wow.
It was obvious that I wasn't sober. And he just kind of, the two people in the front started initiating things with each other, and then he started initiating stuff with me in the back. And I think he was 18, I was 15.
Wow.
I didn't really know what to do, and it kind of just happened. And I still felt like it didn't. Everyone always talks about how, if they cheat on you, cheat on them back. It'll make you feel great. It didn't.
No,
it really didn't.
It don't.
But I mean, it happened, and it was about 3 years ago. Nothing I can do to change it. I didn't even know the guy like that. I just know I went to school with him. He was a few years older than me. I was intoxicated. I was kind of put into that position. But I still have the ability to say no. But in that moment, I kind of panicked, I guess you could say, and I was like, because the guy was under the impression that I wanted it. Right. And I didn't want to throw everyone off and make everyone mad if I made a big deal about it and didn't do it.
Right. And you know what, in conclusion, because it seemed like this 10 minutes went by fast. I got some great information from you. This is another type of lesson, especially you're young. And I know I made mistakes too in my young age at the time, but it's one of those type of things that I guess we document for ourselves to know this is what we're going to do now for the future. If there is a future in this or in dating and whatnot. In my last 6 seconds, are you still planning on dating anything that's like not like before, but also someone that's probably better, or are you going to be still doing like the opposite sex? What would that be like?
I for a while I did experience with or try out with like the same sex as me, and that didn't work out for me either. I was trying to like kind of basically like, okay, all the guys that I've been with turned out horribly, so maybe I'm just not meant to be with a guy. Then the women didn't work out either. So, and now the guy that I'm currently with, I'm hoping is the long term. I hope I know that I'm young and it's really rare that at this age it is the one that lasts. But we've had our really rough patches. Yeah. But it's been over a year that we've been together, and we've worked through everything. It's clear that we're both really trying.
Okay. Yeah. Well, congratulations on that. That's good that you're trying to figure it out. And because that was my last question, even at your age, what makes it think that y'all can make it long term? If there is a long term, if there's some type of like longevity there, what makes you think that can happen between you two now?
Well, like I said, there was a time where I had ended our relationship, and in my head, I was like, I've got to work on myself, how I react to things, and forgiving you before we could ever get back together. And part of me was like, okay, well, me breaking up with him, he now has the opportunity to go and do whatever he wants to do. Yeah. To mess with anyone he wants to mess with. He could just straight up block me and not talk to me or anything. Throughout that whole time, all he wanted, it lasted a few months, and all he wanted was to know what he had to do, what he could do to make me feel comfortable enough to get into the relationship with him again, and how he could help me even while we were apart. And we just, I think last month we just got back together. Okay. And we've got similar views on a lot of things. Like, we're both trying to fix our relationship with our religion and everything like that. We've got a lot of plans for the future where he's meeting up with somebody that we're trying to be moving into, like our landlord. Yes. He's working this Saturday, and he's putting in a lot more efforts than he used to. Okay. I think before he just... the way that I see it, I've seen how his upbringing was, and I compared it to mine and how I was when I first left my toxic household. I was a terrible person. Yeah. I had huge anger issues. I, for a while, had substance abuse issues, and I managed to bring myself out of it. So the way I looked at him was that if I could do it, and he's still in kind of that toxic household, and it took me about a year after I got out of mine to straighten myself up. Wow. Okay. So if I could do it, he could do it, and I know that he's trying to do it. I felt that. Wow. Yeah. That's some good info. And I don't usually believe in luck, but I'm just going to say it anyways. Good luck to the both of you and to learning each other more and on your journey of love. But I just want to say thank you so much. Am I saying is Elena or is it Alanya? Elena, thank you so much. It is so like Alanya. It's a little funny. Yeah, I saw it because I was like, okay, am I saying it right? Am I putting it right? Oh, thank you so much for this overweighted is what I'm trying to say, interview. And I'm glad to actually finally get to know you better. And hopefully we get to stay connected as, time goes by. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Well, thank you. You're welcome. Well, I'm about to get myself ready for today because I'm going to work. So, but I'll see you later and thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a good one. You too. Bye. Bye.
I did it.